Welcome back, guys. After a long wait in Tramesin, today I am at the BBD Bagh terminus, and let me explain you how will the tram operate if any day BBD Bagh terminus opens. So the track on the right hand side, this one is the up line from Esplanade to BBD Bagh, and this is the down line from BBD Bagh to Esplanade. Now let me explain you. When a tram comes from Esplanade side, it comes from that track and it enters the terminus from this track, and it takes a loop somewhere around there where the car just arrived. The tram takes a loop and it goes behind the telephone bhavan and comes out from this side through this track and goes back to Esplanade. Now let you have a tour of the BBD Bagh terminus. This is the tracks and we are going towards the loop. This is the metro gate, and this is the place where the tram tracks come to an end, and if the construction begins, the construction will begin from here. That is the St. John's Church, and we are walking. Both the tracks will cover these areas. Hopefully the pavements will be demolished for the construction of tram tracks, and over here double tracks will be laid, which will go straight to that forest, which is the place which has been reserved for tram tracks by the metro, and it goes towards Lal Bazar and then the Lal Bazar junction. I'll go there later, but let me show you the loop first. So this is the loop or the loop entrance. So from here the tram will enter the loop. As I told you that two tracks will be here, so the track on the right hand side, which is coming from the Esplanade side, will take a turn over here and go inside. Only single track. And from this side, the track on the left side, which is coming from the Lal Bazar side, means the trams coming from Galip Street or Raja Bazar, will enter from here. So one track from this side and one track from this side will merge together and go straight inside the terminus. Let me proceed towards the loop now. Earlier, one single track used to enter the loop, and later in front of that wall, yes, the wall on the left, the tram tracks used to divide into two tracks. One which was used for siding if any trams get malfunction, but now since there is a building in front, yes, a building of Kolkata Police, maybe most probably a dormitory, has been built, so there will be only one single track now. All the tracks has been uprooted from this section, and it will be laid over here sooner if they want to lay them. So now you can see such a big building of Kolkata Police. This might be a dormitory most probably, which has taken up the space of one track. So now only one track will be laid over here, one single track for the loop for trams to take a round behind the telephone bhavan and go in front back to the terminus. So as you can see, I am walking currently over the existing track. As you can see, this is the track bed, this is the traction pole, and this is the track. Most probably the tracks will be shifted towards left so that it doesn't hit the building. As you can see here, the tracks will be shifted towards the right side so that to prevent any collision with the building. And over here you can see the existing track which was actually used for the terminus. This is the track. The tracks used to come straight, and this is the divided track which was used for stabling trams, and now this track will be used, which will be covering the whole length. Now let's walk to this side. So as you can see, there is the old traction pole, and I am walking in between two tracks. The tracks merges into one from here, and this place has become moreover a car park. See, this is the junction box. What I think is possible that when the tracks will be relayed again here, so the existing tracks will be uprooted and newer tracks will be laid. concretized ones. I hope so. You can see the traction poles are present here as well. All the equipments are still present. So the movement of trams is, the tram will come from behind me and it will take a curve from here and it will go to the front of the terminus, from where it will take either left turn towards Gallip Street or a right turn towards Esplanade terminus. So this is the track. The condition of track is very bad, I know, and there is waterlogging over there, and I don't know how will I cross that part. But let me go from other side and show you. Okay, so we are back again here in front. The tram tracks continues over here. Let's follow it. So you can also see a second track over here, which is here, and it goes to nowhere. Only this track is operational. Now there might be question that why is there a second track over here. So the track on the right hand side, it's not used anymore, because it has no connection with the terminus anymore. They could have uprooted the track, but they have kept it. I don't know why. Only the track on my left, that was operational till last time, or when BBD Bagh terminus was last operated, and when it will be operated again, then the left side track will be operational again. So now currently I am in front of the telephone bhavan and I am going towards the front of the terminus. The tram will follow the exact same route on which I am walking. Now this is a important place. There is the bus standing. I cannot show you the junction point, but there is a same junction point on the left side track, which is turning towards left and entering the terminus again. Let me show you. Yes, this is the track, and later on trams coming from the Gallip Street side will turn towards left from here, and it will proceed towards Gallip Street again. So the tram will take a turn from here and go towards the BBD Bagh terminus again, and then to Gallip Street. So from here again, the trams which will go towards Esplanade will go straight and take a right turn, and the trams which will go back to Gallip Street will take this single track and it will go towards St. John's Church, then Lal Bazar, and from there to Gallip Street or either Raja Bazar. So now let me continue on this track, and now let me show you the tracks near the St. John's Church and towards Lal Bazar. So now let's continue with the provision which has been kept for tram tracks towards Lal Bazar junction. As you can see, this is the place which has been kept reserved for tram tracks to be laid, which the metro has kept specially for trams. Now I cannot walk from that part, but I can walk, surely I can walk alongside it, and you can see the place is quite much for two tracks to be laid. Now let me follow this path and show you. Remember, we had the old minibus terminus over here. Metro said that minibus terminus will not be possible anymore, but they surely kept place for trams, luckily. Now there are some huts Now this place is mainly used for Kolkata police parking for like the overhead maintenance car or ambulances or police vans. This is the place. We have come near the St. John's Church. Now let me show you. Over here the tracks take a turn towards right hand side and merges with the existing tracks. So when the tracks will be laid, they will be laid from here, and this is the exact curve which the tram tracks will follow and merge with the tracks of Lal Bazar Junction.